Well, good morning. It is Sunday, the 11th of September, I'm hoping, because that's what I wrote everywhere on my posts. It's a cool day here up at the bay, and I'm enjoying my space, sharing with you via the Samsung mobile phone this time, just to check out what the difference might be in the streaming capabilities. Just an Android difference to an iPhone, so I'm just trying it out. Those who know me by now know my desire for pressing buttons all the time. I can't resist, so I'm trying it out. And it may be a little bit easier to hold because the Samsung actually has a casing around it. I've got it in a protective case, so let's see how it goes. Now, good morning, Diane. I can see that you're watching, so that's great. At least I know I'm live. I'm not monitoring it on the iPad this time. As you will see, as I shift the camera to the back camera so we can see the cards. I still haven't worked out how to add an extra person or extra camera in here for a Facebook Live. Let's see. Here's the back camera as it's moving down, and I'm hoping my no sign. It's a black screen on the iPad. I figured it will reduce the load on the actual Wi-Fi. So what we have here is our card spread as per the photo that I posted earlier. We are using, well, I am using, so you are reading with me, the Fairy Tale Lenormand deck. So I love this one. I'll be doing a more detailed weekly one tonight when I'm back at the Mac desktop. So I'm looking forward to that and having the uninterrupted supply, reliable, all that stuff. But we're here looking at the anchor. I've only got the 3 cards this morning. The rider, and we've had the rider in our spread for a little while now, so I think we're still getting messages. And here we go with the mice. Now, they're gorgeous cards. I love this deck. I think it's really nice. So I'll just refresh your memory. It's the Fairy Tale Lenormand deck, artwork by Lisa Hunt. Now, look at this anchor card. So what we're needing to do to really get going on our day is anchor in. Place our anchor, bring focus to what you know you have planned, what you're wanting to do, if anything, today, or just place the anchor so that you can pick up those little treasures. See the treasure chest there? And apologies, there is going to be some shadows. I've got overhead lighting here, have to. Otherwise it'd be in the dark. It's a room with only one window. So there's the treasure chest of whatever you may want to discover through your day. And have a look at this, whatever that is. It could be a guppy. There's an eye there of something that almost looks like a frog. It almost looks like a mouse. It almost looks like, what do you think? There's so many different surprises in this deck. There's another face just there in the underwater world, and another face there just above the anchor, and another face there. So many discoveries. And there's a genie bottle. It almost looks like a genie bottle. And there's the face of a dragon or a falcor. And for those who've seen the movie that Falcor is in, you'll know what I'm saying there. There's another little eye in there. That's harder to focus. There you go. Right next to the treasure chest. A little smiling something there. There's so much to discover when we really anchor, rest, take time to observe and notice what is happening around us. And, of course, a beautiful mermaid. But don't let her trick you into taking you off into other realms either. The trick with what the mermaids can do, going by hearsay, of course, and what the myths are, she can be a trickster. But beautiful mermaid, by all means. Admire. And there we have a nice, I just noticed that in the anchor. Have a look at that cutie little face up the top in that cross section. Beautiful. And there's another face if you look carefully. And so much detail has been added to this beautiful underworld scene of an anchor. It's in its space and place that it is intended to be, keeping us steady and solid and giving stability for the start of the day. And good morning, Michaela. I can see you there. And Caitlin, wonderful to have you. Love, love, love having you there. Oh, God. Bloody trolls on a Sunday morning. No respect. Whoever that fake account is. And if it's a real one, you should have more conscience. Obviously not. But here we go to the next card. And that's some of the warnings. That must be the mermaid, eh? There we go. So now we're into the rider. Now look at the detail there. It's almost a freedom in the way that rider is astride the horse, and that lovely flowing energy that we're seeing with it. You can almost feel the movement forward. Now remember, the rider is a card that starts us on our journey. So now that we've got anchored and stable at the start of our day, good breakfast, good coffee or tea or whatever you like, that type of thing to get our day started. Now we're ready to move forward and start the day in whatever way we desire, whatever type of activity we're wanting to take part of in this. And have a look at that. It's just that, to me, it feels so joyful and magical, because we've got the gorgeous movement of those bells and tassels that are on this beautiful horse as it's jumping over anything. There's all possibilities happening there in the gorgeous rainbow colours. It's a lovely card, and it really is that start to our day. So, good morning, Nicole. Lovely to see you here too. Exactly, Caton. No respect. But we are going to move through our day as we know, in our own truth, our own authentic understanding of how our life is and the journey that we're on, that we're going to keep moving forward and bring with it that joyful, happy, all possibilities that we can bring into our day today. And it's just going to be lovely. I just feel that energy being a really nice, positive energy. And even though we have, and I think it's because I do like the mice card, even in this deck, the fairy tale deck, as much as the mice card is meant to, ultimately the meaning in the mice card is about thievery and being aware of that might be behind you happening as theft. This, to me, I still just think there's so much abundance that these mice are attracted to. Have a look at the tomatoes, have a look at the detail of the honey pot, and the mice, it's a big loaf of, I presume it's bread, or it could be a cheese. It's whatever it is, and they're playfully and, as mice do, gorge on what is available. They're playfully running around, just taking advantage of all the food that is there. In the pot, in the basket, that looks like it might be the bread, so this could be the cheese. Who knows? And there's grains there as well, which is what mice are most naturally attracted to, is grain. If you've ever been on a farm and it's harvest time and you go to the silo a week later, you'll invariably find mice. They're definitely attracted to grains. But that, for me, is a beautiful scene, even though be aware of what's behind you, but also acknowledge and be grateful for the abundance that we do have, and there is actually enough to share. And that's what I feel when I see this particular card. There's so much there to share. And they're cute little mice, they're fat little things. It just, the playfulness, the from one to the other, because you might know, as you may have seen mice around and about, how fast and quick they are to do what they do and shift, move around, breeding as well, unfortunately. It's a shame they carry disease, but that's part and parcel of what nature is, isn't it? Each and every living being has the potential for all aspects of what life brings us. So with that understanding, as we have looked at the anchor card, really steadying where we're at and focusing, ready for our day, and it can be for whatever we want it to be in our journey through the day today. Rest, relax, pleasures, enjoying what you do, take part in a hobby you enjoy, go out for lunch. It's all sorts of possibilities, including the mice by the end of the day having been able to take advantage, but actually share with others and enjoy the abundance that is abounding in our world. We do have enough. We need to be able to share it well with each other in our close environment of our family, out to the community and worldwide even. there's so many different layers of what we can actually do, and being able to contribute to that humanity and the combined energies of who we are in our spirit, our soul, with love from our heart, putting that out to the world. So good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you. And Sandra, good morning. I missed seeing your comment until just then, so thanks, Roz. This week you've shared... I have shared you with... Oh, you've shared me with your mother-in-law, and now today your husband. Both have enjoyed how you share. Oh, thank you for that. That's lovely feedback. Oh, I am touched. Thank you. And yes, it is. It's just be who you are, in who you know, the how you work best, how you be best, because we're not always in work mode. There's so much stress to continually perform. We are allowed to rest. Sunday has been traditionally that day of rest, and I suppose that comes from biblical... I don't know where the origins of it is, but it's a good thing to do. Let everything go that is work mode and just really move into that energy of rest, relax, rejuvenate your body, do things. You know, if you feel like you need to do things that are enjoyable, that are a hobby, that give you pleasure, that really do rejuvenate and lift up your soul, that you love to do. So thank you, and thank you, Nicole. You love listening to me. Thank you. I am going to leave it there because I'm just on the edge of finishing packing up my things here and heading back home today. And it is a fairly long drive, so I'm going to time it to move straight through and see how long it actually takes. And reset up, of course, for all the things that I might be doing tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, but I do feel I would love to get back on the Mac and do my usual eCam style of live streaming, just to get back into practice because I miss it so much. But anyway, that's the way it happens when you're doing mobile lifestyle at the moment. I'll let you know tonight whether I really like it or not, but we'll see. There's just different ways of doing things, isn't there? So just as a completion, I think, from that reading today, I'll just go back over. Oh, hi, Jan. Good morning. And yeah, Sarah, you probably will have to watch the replay at some point. You've got a Master Zoom, Reiki Master Zoom. Well, that's wonderful. Enjoy that. I know the energy that flows through those types of meetings is wonderful. And thank you, Caitlin, for the reading. I'm just going to flip it back to the card so you have a quick look and rebrief. There we go. Anchor into your morning this morning with a good brekkie and coffee, grounding yourself and digging into those treasures of what you're wanting to take into your day-to-day for the wonderful ride ahead, and enjoy the abundance. Well, enjoy the sharing with others in all that there is there. Okay, so thank you for being here. Just be the best you that you can be. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Caitlin. And thank you, Sandra, as well. I think I've got all that have come in. Nicole. Yes, thank you. Thank you for putting that comment up. It's one of those things when you're doing the mobile stuff, and Jan, because you've popped in and watching as well. So it's one of those things that when you're doing a mobile, it's a little difficult to do all the comments and stuff. And I'm not quite used to the Samsung with this. Anyway, we've explored all avenues I've been able to whilst here. And I'll see you tonight possibly on the Mac with an eCam, and we'll do something a little different maybe. So catch you then, and keep being the best you, and namaste. One-handed namaste. Bye.